telling her, me, I jumped into the water and I learned how to swim. My friend here started learning how to swim and she later on jump into the water. Yeah? How many of you are employed? All of you are employed? How many of you are in business? You wake up to do business every day. Yeah? How many of you are in both? You're employed, you're also doing business. Let me tell you, you cannot cheat yourself forever. It will reach a time, especially when you hear from Frida, I will say the rubber meets the road. And you'll have to choose between being employed and doing your business and employing other people. Right now, I have a team of staff that work for me. But let me be a bit organized. I was told to say what I should say. As I said before, I had Frida on radio, Hope FM. And I sensed that she had something to speak to me. And a number of times I normally tell her, you speak business out of people. Because 90%, if not 98% of us have a heart for business. But Frida has been gifted. And if I'm in church, I may say, she's been anointed to speak business out of us. You know, men speak manhood out of boys. Eh? Yeah? When you stay with a father and you are a boy of 11 years, before you are 18, you will be a man. Yeah? So, we speak manhood out of boys. I can say this morning or afternoon that Frida speaks business into our lives and it becomes real. Again, how many men are here? You will forgive me. How many men I would like to see your hands?
Why?
You know, Frida has paraded 3 ladies before you and she's a lady herself. I must, as a man, endorse what she said. Men are equally human beings. But I've discovered what is in Frida is more of the spirit of a man.
I'm not Andrew. or Audrey, I'm Frida.
When Frida speaks, you might think everything about her is manly.
Kai.
You mean?
I'm single. Be
How
gentle.
many people would like to jump into business and yet, even though they are men, they are holding back? So many. But I think because I'm a man myself, I jumped into the business, started learning how the business works, and later on hooked up with Frida, and she's taught me a lot of things. So without further ado, I hooked up with her when I had her on TV, on radio, and I went through a startup passion class for 8 weeks. Every day I was sitting under her. She spoke a lot of business issues to me, and by the end of the day, it has transformed the way I do business. Number one, I used to have this mentality that I must do it myself. Yeah? I have to get a contract, work out to that contract, do it, deliver, and be able to be paid. And I get all the money. But I discovered after talking to Frida that I needed the support structures. I needed staff. I needed people to assist me. And by the end of the day, when I did that, it is amazing to know that opportunities are limitless and you deliver value, much more value than doing it alone. And therefore I'm proud to have associated myself with freedom. One of the things that I learned at the end of that class, and take it for a quote from me, what is business? Business is pooling resources together and being able to create value more than the cost of those resources. Yeah? Business is pooling resources together, be they human resources, be they capital resources, be they assets and equipment, and you create value which is more than the total sum of those resources. And that's how you will steer clear of business, and you will be able to do business without fearing that you are going to sink. Yeah? I think I'm now made up in business, rather I'm formed up properly. I have confidence to approach my business in future much more than before I met freedom. So today when you listen to her, she will tell you things that are not only experimental, but are through experience. So I want to say that I want to stop there, but basically